Hey guys, and welcome back to Legends of Idleon, and today we're going to be moving forward with some more crafting on the account. I've been doing my trapping grind, getting some scorpions here, with shiny ones of course, and I have quite a bit of trapping I had to do in order to get prepped for weapons such as the scythe. I'm trying to get the void scythe. So that one required some trapping here. I was at the penguins, trapping those for quite a while. Again, using the silk skin traps because they seem to have an increased shiny chance, and it's really shinies that I needed currently. At some point, I'll probably need quantity instead, but for now, I just needed shinies, so that's what I went for. I was doing like the 60-minute traps a lot because they were getting me like 50-some% chance. Like every 60 minutes, which is pretty good for like 3 or 4 of them. So we got some void ore here, which is good. Yeah, I need to handle my smithing here a little bit. I guess I got a little behind there. Let's deal with some of this. We have a lot of bars and things that need to be sorted out from quite a while ago. I go through cycles of like, you know, the smithing and then going back to, you know, AFK fighting and such, so then I have to kind of remind myself of what I was doing, right? So we have a bunch of void ore here this time around. Going to combine some of these, try and fill in the slots, and should be good to go with that. I do want to do some more upgrades here, but they were starting to get more expensive considering I don't have like massive amounts of money. So, gonna have to pick and choose carefully. Looks like we got things almost about set up there. So, I'm just gonna combine the void ore stacks here. I try to put them in the purple slots, and then sometimes I was putting them in the slot with the barrels in it as well, and then the less rare stuff just goes in the other slots, obviously. So that's all going pretty well, and I think we should be pretty much good to go on this one. It's good to get back into this because, you know, as you go through phases, you start to run out of bars after a while and stuff, and you need to go back and get more. I'm still not sure what to do with my 3D printer. I've had it on copper ore for like ages, but I think I'm going to maybe switch it to something else. So collecting the daily arcade balls. I've still never gotten the hat. It's like the only real item that interests me from this. Although I know the other stuff is super useful, but I want that hat, but I don't know. And I already bought some balls before, so I'm kind of like, I don't really want to keep spending real money on them just to maybe get a hat, you know what I mean? So I'm probably just gonna play the dailies until I get it, maybe someday. I've only even had a couple of shots at it. So Alchemy, it's going okay. I missed a little while with it, but honestly I've mostly been on a decent track. I need more trapping materials and worship materials for those higher end bubbles. That's my big problem currently. The other ones, they're okay. Most of the bubbles I've kind of leveled them up somewhat evenly. And mostly using discounts for them at this point. They're all starting to get to the point where they need discounts, or I have to farm massive amounts of materials, which is also a thing. So the main things I spend my money on in here are either the bargain tags or the obols or just like the water in general. But mostly I have too much of the water unless I'm in the middle of like a big crafting spree like I've been currently. These ones have been pretty good. I don't know about Roid Ragin because like the wood, like I need the wood for, you know, like they have the various collector talents. I think the wood and the copper ore are needed for that, but the wood, you know, the wood, I have a lot of it that I could upgrade levels, but then it would reduce whatever bonus that might be giving me. I think that's how that would work. So I was kind of hesitant about that. So we'll buy some water. So several more rounds of trapping here are going to be needed. I have to get more eternal penguins here for the scythe and to upgrade my barbarian's weapon here. So using the silkskin traps, getting 100% chance, working out pretty well. Pretty easy stuff, just have to kind of wait. I'm happy in the end that it's not like too time gated on getting the shiny critters. I mean, it takes some time, but it's not like crazy over the top. So here's another round, just going back for some more eternal penguins. That time it was only 53% chance. I think it must have been a different length of time that I had it set for. These ones were a much shorter amount of time. But still 53% chance. If you can do it like over and over again, it does add up, and was netting me. I got 3 out of 4 with a 53% chance. I'll take that. So 10 eternal penguins, and what else do we need? That might be it. I already had some in the bank. Oh, I do. So there's the 15. Let's get the other materials to get the 3 icebreakers that we need. And then I should have most of the other stuff already. I just have to construct the icebreakers. The nougat cakes, I didn't realize exactly how many you need, but I've started farming those quite a bit because I realized those come up quite a lot in crafting, honestly. The nougat cakes do. So I'm probably going to have a lot of characters sitting at desert dunes in the future just because there's so many times where you need those. It's kind of surprising. But it's nice that the earlier zones are still sort of incorporated into the usefulness of the what you're doing in the game. So let's get out the stuff for this icebreaker. There's that one. How many do we have? I'm going to take the one from my barbarian and use that in the recipe. No use in having an extra one sitting around, really. Especially since all my characters are already up to that level of weapon. So there's the 3 icebreakers. We've got the black lenses. I actually had plenty of those. Those were not the issue. It was the Eternal Lords I was waiting on. And there we go. We've crafted the scythe. Or Deuscythe. I don't exactly know how to pronounce that. But honestly, it's probably one of the coolest looking weapons that you can get currently. I think it's the coolest looking one. So let's put some stones on there. I assume people are still using tier 3 stones because I don't really know what else is being used. Obviously, there are some other stones that I have, but I'm not sure any of them are really more appealing. And there are mystery stones, but for something where it's like that expensive for me to craft, I can't really use mystery stones on it. So there it is. My damage is not very impressive with this guy. People have to leave me some tips on how to improve it. I'm still doing the ZOW, still trying to get that in decent shape. I have almost all of World 1 done, and I have a little bit of World 2, so I'm not really in the best shape, but I'm working on it. But yeah, I must need some other things to get my damage up some more. So I accidentally spawned one of these rams. I'd been saving my giant monsters for the ones that you farm for the Death Wish ring, but then I hadn't been doing that much recently, so I keep accidentally getting them on just random stuff. But I guess these weren't the worst to get it on because that wool is useful, and I keep getting some good candies. You can see there I got a 12-hour candy from that. That was a pretty good array of candies I was able to pull out of that. And then I spawned another one without paying attention. I guess it's better than not using them, or not using the chance to get them. Let's see what this one will drop. Anything good? Suspect it will be some more candies, but hard to know exactly. Yeah, we got some more candies, some XP balloons. Those could be good for my Maestro. I'm kind of thinking about my Maestro recently, not sure if I should balloon trapping to try and get, because its damage seems to be limited by trapping, so I'm trying to figure out, like, I'll have to show you guys But I'm trying to figure out if I should balloon trapping to get the because trapping is just it's at like level like 12 or something, and all my other skills are way higher, so it seems like I should do that to try and get my maestro's damage up. But we'll have to take a look at it. I'll see what I can do, because I really want to get my maestro in better shape for World 4 and the damage on this character as well. So if you got any tips, leave them. So leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.